Welcome to the party. It's your watch time friend. If you're seeing me, if you're listening, then it's time to watch something. Ooh, something. Ooh.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl D. This is Watch Time Friends, where you watch things with me, your friend D, because none of my other friends like me like that. Today, we're gonna be watching Love is Blind, Season 5, Episode 7. This episode is called First Class Love. Are we in a plane? I don't know. That's my guess. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Let's watch them. Oh, I forgot.
I would marry you.
We're back here.
I thought that we were on the same page. You didn't communicate any kind of doubt to me.
The emotions and the doubts, they started when I found out about Lydia. I got a lot more information from her than I did from you.
A lot more information.
I don't have any feelings for her.
According to what she told me, you had just stopped seeing her a couple months ago.
Yeah, a couple months as well.
And she's making like all these
3 months
unnecessary
ago,
comments
like,
about
wow.
what she bought you, what she gave your dog, what kind of car you drive. I did not feel comfortable.
A couple of weeks after we started dating, I found out she was doing things to invade my privacy.
What does that mean? Like what? I need details on this. She put an app on your phone? Like,
She seemed genuinely remorseful, so we started to see each other again. Shortly after that, I started receiving messages, and they would say, "Do you know this girl?" So I found out that she was just going through all of the people that I follow and keeping tabs on them. And then the worst thing was, she drives over to my house, takes a picture of my driveway, and she texts it to me with a message that says, "I see you."
this is giving Lifetime movie.
I panicked.
This is giving that lady that was in the movie with Idris Elba and Beyonce, and she tried to steal her man.
And after a while, I started to feel bad. She was going through a lot. So I kept on talking to her until the point in time where I thought things were starting to turn around for her. You know, she was going to therapy, she was doing a lot better. So I broke it off with her.
You guys have this long,
That's
extensive
kinda
history,
wild.
you know, and I don't care about that part. That's normal. We're all adults. To me, it was alarming. Why are you so concerned about her and Milton's situation? You were making comments about her and Milton and whether he was truly ready for marriage. You didn't want her to get hurt.
That-
I felt like there was still connectedness there. I also found out that she knew you were gonna be here. She told a couple of the girls the first day we were there that she had a feeling that she was gonna run into somebody from her past.
Bro,
For a while, after
that's
we got
weird.
here, I was questioning whether you both planned to be here together. Y'all should have done the ultimatum.
Why the
You know?
hell would we do that?
I don't
That doesn't even
know,
make any
though.
sense.
Maybe y'all want to be famous. Stranger things have happened. I can't think of any right now, but it's happened.
So what do we do now?
I still love you, and I can still see myself marrying you. Maybe you've reached the point now where you think that you should have stayed. But the problem is, I feel like in the pods, when we had a disagreement, we sat there and we talked it out. And then here, out in the real world, I couldn't even get home from the pods, and you followed me on Instagram, and then you unfollowed me. And then you sent me a voice message.
That's because she hit the button by accident. She didn't mean to hit the follow button. She hit it by accident. That's what happened. And then she panicked and then unfollowed.
Keep on checking your Instagram.
I haven't done that before. I've definitely not done that
And then
before.
I reached out to you. You kept on saying, "Oh, you left because of her and because you couldn't deal with that situation." But the real reason is you didn't have confidence in me and you didn't have confidence in our relationship. I think it's over between us.
Yee. Well, dang. I was gonna say I thought it was going towards a reconciliation, but honestly, this whole situation is a bit messy. So no way it should be this difficult right off the bat. Y'all didn't even really get like a honeymoon stage to be super happy. Like it just was a mess.
Oh, okay, it's clean. I don't know why you were so worried. I was expecting this to be like disgusting. This is better.
I don't know about the shoes on the bed. That's wild. But okay.
So you don't do nightstands.
I actually got rid of my nightstands when I moved. When you're a bachelor and you don't really have people over very much.
When you're a bachelor,
The
you
nightstand
have
is for you,
people
though.
over all the time.
I don't know what you're
And
talking
those
about.
people love a nightstand to like put their jewelry on or.
I've never had any complaints.
The nightstand is
jewelry
for
and
me.
everything goes here,
Where
and
else
there's a
am I
lost
gonna put my
thing.
phone? And make sure it stays there.
What do you mean?
Okay, let's see. So we got a ring, earrings.
Whose are those? You don't know.
At this point, no. I'm not lying to you. I don't know.
Collected all that in a year.
I just think that's really immature. Throw it away. Especially if you don't know who it belongs to. Why are you keeping it? So you have no dishes.
Hey, I have
Yeah,
those
well,
same
we-
blue
oh, no,
cups.
Glass or anything? No.
I don't have the plates though. That's a lot of plates.
No, actually, never. I never had red solo cups or plastic
What?
I never had a lost and found drawer. Is that something that comes with maturity or is that just how he is?
Those are having people over to eat staples, solo cups, paper plates. Because who's doing all those dishes? Not me. I wouldn't use them as regular because then I'm just gonna have to buy some more. So
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ouch.
When have you ever met a girl out and come back and cook for her?
Done it a couple times.
So you did serve her plastic.
Uh-huh.
You were like, I don't
And
have
I
people
was
over.
never judged. I know we come from different backgrounds.
why are the shoes on the bed though?
Like I didn't have
Like why would you do that?
fancy dinners and get what you get. And either you like me for me and what comes with it, or you don't.
The explanation between the lost and found. It kind of threw me off a little bit.
In what sense?
That you keep things for people that you don't know who they belong to.
To be honest, I forget that they're there. I
Why
don't
don't
know.
you throw them away?
I don't know. It's like I went and just saw that last night, and I was like, "Holy shit, I forgot it!" But like at the
You
same
saw it
time,
last night, you didn't throw it away.
and it was for you to see how my life was before you.
And you're saying you left it because you wanted me to know who you were before
No,
this.
so I
I'm
figured-
taking it as like you want me to see you as like a boy that hooks up with people. You make dinners for whoever. You don't care what people think as far as like what you're serving it on. That's the vibe I'm getting. I think any sane person or engaged person would take these one earring, ring, whatever that you don't even know who they belong to and fucking throw them away.
I probably would have thrown it away. If you didn't care about it, you probably could have just thrown it away. You could have just been like, I used to have a lost and found drawer.
Hi. Hi. Hello.
Oh, this is Lydia's family.
I'm definitely like a little more nervous meeting her mom and her brother just because I think first impressions really matter. And I want to have a good first impression. So.
How many children do you have?
How many children do I have?
Oh, I was gonna say, who has kids? Have? What you mean have?
That number.
Mostly two and adopt one.
If you have kids, would you
love
expect them to be
kids.
bilingual?
Yeah, I think it's super important.
We already discussed that, and I told him like, at home they're gonna speak only Spanish.
So it's less of a discussion. You just said it was going to be that.
Oh, brother's coming for
You're
you.
very
Hey,
demanding
yay.
on something, and with her,
Oh, I've
Oh,
heard.
do not tell him that.
She's demanding.
He leaves the freaking towel in the floor.
No, that's not what happens.
You
But
never
th-
pick
there,
it up.
there are
You
times.
left
There
it
are
on the
times you
floor.
like go to work. You're running like, hey,
You know
I
what
can't be
he
late.
did?
I want to be your advocate. But
He
you're
said, bro, just give this one up.
He tries to understand why it bothers me. I am reassuring you that I know you have my back, and I do not take that for granted.
I love you so much.
I know you do. I love you too. You're my everything.
Y lo único que yo quiero es que sean felices.
The only thing I want for you to be happy, both of you.
Yeah, Milton, you're gonna need to learn some Spanish, like like Duolingo,
Singing, like, your guys'
Do that.
ones, like,
Babbel, do that. Rosetta Stone, do that.
oh my God, like.
Te aceptamos en nuestra familia.
Something about your other
What was that?
family.
We accept you in our family, she said.
Oh,
Tested my
thank you.
Spanish too.
Yeah, I agree. We can keep it.
You can keep, we can keep it. You like him?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Hello, hello. Hello, nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you, sir. Pleasure to meet you. How's it been raising 3 girls?
Oh, they're a handful. Yeah. Yeah, there was one trip that we took. I remember they took an entire suitcase that was nothing but shoes.
Well, we were going to France for 2 weeks.
But the suitcase was like
this big.
I mean, to be fair, 3 different people for 2 weeks. That's a lot of. Imagine you have 1 pair of shoes or 2 pair of shoes for like each day. I don't know. Like you need multiple outfits. I get it. As a person who carts their shoes around everywhere, I get it.
Is there anything you've noticed so far that's like a struggle that you're not used to in your own previously single life?
His place, I didn't expect it to be the Ritz, but when you're living with me, there are plates.
You could be in charge of the plates. In the grand scheme of things, it's really not that important. Like, you have plates, just use those. It's really not that big of a deal to keep having a discussion about it, but...
Like he was saying, like, you're materialistic if this matters, and I'm like, if I matter to you, don't you want to impress me and have something that's not made of paper for me to eat off of?
So how do you work through it?
We got home. She's like, you want to talk about this? I'm like, yeah, let's talk about it. Let's fix it. And we fixed it right then and there together. She cooked dinner.
And you guys used regular plates, and it's all good. Moving on.
In all the relationships that Stacey's had in the past, I've not seen her as emotionally and physically close. But at the end of the day, Stacey likes restaurants, she likes to travel, she likes nice things. It's that simple. She doesn't want to go Dutch, you know, on a meal.
She definitely told them about that. She definitely told them about that.
How you feeling about everything?
I mean, it's a lot, but
Yeah,
I mean,
I
the
agree.
whole love is blind thing, I get that. But love also needs to eat. Love needs to have a roof. Sometimes love wants to fly first class.
Love doesn't want to fly first class. Stacey does. First class is not cheap. What the heck?
Where do you see yourself like 5-10 years from now? What do you...
With the new like career opportunity that I got financially, like sky's the limit. You know, I got the savings and all that stuff. Like I'm pretty wise with my money.
Yeah.
We had that conversation when we went to see her place. Like an AC unit goes out and you help me cough out $20,000 and replace this thing tomorrow kind of thing.
Especially with that house, yeah.
Yeah, they be charging out the wazoo for stuff like ACs, knowing they really don't need to. People are so annoying with that. Like, so annoying.
It's a lot put in a very short period of time, but I'm hopeful. I'm very optimistic. I think you've got a very good head on your shoulders.
Well, you survived the meeting of the family, so yeah, that's a good sign.
Excited to see everybody. We'll see.
Oh, group meeting.
Once we get a couple shots in,
Group meetup.
I'm not gonna jinx,
what's going on?
I'm not gonna jinx it.
Hello, hello, hello.
Well, hello,
What's
friends.
up? What's up?
Don't you look relaxed?
Oh, not the pod squad. Oh, there's multiple people here. Okay. Is it gonna be all, what, 30 of them? That's cool, actually.
I can't believe it. The JP and Taylor thing.
Oh, it's not everybody.
I just feel like she hadn't given it a chance. Just got fed up with JP being quiet.
I mean, it's a relationship, dude. Like, maybe he's just not good at talking about his feelings.
I just feel like if I have a daughter, I want her to marry a guy just like him.
I don't think you know him that well. You do not know him well enough to say that.
Johnny's here.
Oh boy.
You know who that is?
Here they go.
I don't know.
Your friend Johnny.
Here they go. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't think I would show up if I was her. Like, I would not show.
I will. Can I have a drink?
Yeah. Johnny's such a joke. I mean, the whole time in the lounge, we're friendly to each other. We talk, we joke around, we have a good time. And the moments where I knew like Izzy was picking me and asking me to be his girlfriend, like I felt so bad for her. And then when she found out, she just went around shit talking me to everyone. So that just pisses me off.
Okay, that's fair.
No, that's Chris. You know we're official.
Well, how official? Like,
Oh, her and Chris are together?
So Chris is my boyfriend. After Chris and I ended things in the pods, we did meet at the airport. And then I feel like the second we met, the connection was still there. He's such a good person. My mom has met him, and she said he's the best person you've ever dated.
I mean, never mind.
And I feel grateful that he's giving me another chance.
Well, nice to meet y'all. I feel like so much has happened in the last like 2.5 weeks.
Why is everybody so overdressed?
Nice to see you.
You seem happy with Stacy, and I'm happy with Chris.
Why does he want to have a conversation with all the people he talked to before? We don't need to have a conversation, to be honest.
Pretty much the things that you were telling me, I wasn't the only guy you were telling. You devastated Chris. Understandable. Guys into you. Your intent was to go with me. Get that. And when Chris randomly gets a call from you to go back in and see him.
Why would it matter? You're not seeing me.
No, it didn't matter to me. What mattered to me was you told him one thing and you told me the opposite.
I mean, this is true, but I still don't understand why we need to have a conversation about it. Like, you're both with other people at this point. It's like, who cares? Y'all don't have to be a part of each other's lives.
No, I told you all the same thing.
No, you did not. You told Chris that the reason
It doesn't matter,
me
though,
is
anymore.
because you would date guys that were adventurous,
Like, at this point,
whatever your
so
past was, and I was that.
That's true.
And you told me
From
you would
from
not
your
go with Chris if
perspective,
you
it's
saw that
like
your life would be with him and you
from
wouldn't
Izzy's
be in love.
perspective, it's like
And and you called. Just let me finish. And Chris, you were his number one, and he's just like mind. I was like, look, this is what she said about you, and he was just like, what the. This is what she said about you.
Actually, everything you've said has been accurate. You were my number one.
But then again, I wasn't your only number one.
No,
So
you were
again,
my.
when I was
Okay, can
telling
you just listen to me real quick? The whole time we were in the pods, the whole time we were dating, I had one number one, which is why I'm now trying to make shit up to Chris for being my number two. In the end, you were right. You're not my person. I'm not your person.
If I can give you advice.
No, that's okay.
No, I don't need advice.
I feel like you do need it because honestly, it's not just me. Everyone thinks you're sketchy as.
Okay.
This is why I would not. You know what? She probably came because
And
Chris
this is
wanted
not
to.
to bash you. This is just I was emotionally invested in you at a point in time, and I'm so glad that I didn't end up that way.
Yeah.
Not because of our connection. It's everything that I heard.
Should you maybe realize that's not who I am as a person and isn't what everyone else
So
is
who are you?
saying?
Because that's what the experiment's about.
But it doesn't
I'm trying to
matter
tell you and you've never listened
anymore.
To me, so I don't know
How
what you
have
want
I
me to
not
tell
listened
you.
to you? I've listened to every.
Like, why am I having an argument with a man that I'm not seeing?
Do you think I would end up with the nicest guy in here if I was sketchy as You don't know my story and y'all
You
are the
don't
sketchiest
know my
ones,
sorry.
So I'm done
Don't
with this. You weren't
read.
even listening to me. That went about as bad as it could go.
Yeah, no, I don't really see the point in having an argument with someone I'm not seeing, and like, who cares?
You okay?
He thinks I don't deserve you. That's what he was telling me.
Hey, Stace.
He has no idea what we're about. Okay.
For me the most that he was saying, like, I know how great that guy is, and you're a piece of shit.
You're not. You know you're not. Here, if I decided that, the people who are important don't think you're a bad person. Okay. The people who are unimportant might have their opinions, but who cares?
I love you so much.
Facts, Chris.
No, I'm good. Yo, I called her out on her shit.
Which was what?
And I was like, dude, you're so fucking sketchy. Like, I was fucking railing her.
You look like shaken up.
No, I'm not shaking up. I'm just like annoyed.
You said she didn't say anything, so what are you annoyed about?
I just don't like when people tell me shit that's not true.
What did she say that wasn't true?
That was sketchy.
That was it?
Yeah. I was kind of more so sticking up for me and like my friends. I guess after being here and like seeing.
Well, don't compare me to the mess.
No.
Don't be like, I'm grateful for you because it's fucking crazy.
No, it's not that. I'm just.
Yikes. that whole situation is, oh brother. my thoughts exactly. My thoughts exactly. That face.
Holy shit.
Oh boy. You know what? Love of the line, y'all are messy as heck. Why would y'all do this?
Yeah. You want to chat?
No.
No.
You don't have to.
Okay, cool.
Let me chat with you.
Bro. Why is
I need a drink, though.
I think it's very possible that Lydia came into the experiment.
I don't
with the
wanna-
wrong intentions, and I want to
Although,
get to
then
the
again-
bottom of it. I just need an explanation.
Yeah, I forgot about the whole
When we first
following him
met,
around thing.
I think that there was this instant spark, this instant attraction, this instant connection.
Ay,
between
ay, ay.
us. I think the fact that I felt wanted by you, needed by you, I think that brought me closer to you.
That's what I was
You had a
thinking.
lot of qualities that I really liked.
It's like trying to be her
Ambitious,
savior.
caring. You find out my favorite color, and the next time I see you, you're wearing a blue dress. Those things, I could see you putting in that effort every day, and that's one of the things I really loved about you. You remember the first argument we had where you weren't being exactly honest with me. And
You weren't being honest with me.
you asked me a question, I was honest with you, and I said, what made you
After a
ask
while.
that question?
After a while.
But
it
I
didn't
told you,
happen
but
like
I told you the truth
immediately.
at the end of the day. And then I asked you what made you ask that question, and you were not honest. You said, oh, I just had this intuition.
And I did.
You were going through my things.
I was not going through your things. I opened a drawer.
You didn't
Listen,
say,
Uche.
hey, Uche, I went through
You're
your
not
things.
gonna talk to me like that.
And this is
Listen,
how
Uche.
this is how
Listen,
I know
Uche.
that I'm
At
never
the
gonna
end of
talk
the
to you
day,
again.
we are not supposed to be
Okay,
together,
so
right?
I want to finish. I want to finish.
I don't want to talk to you.
I thought we were gonna talk about Aaliyah.
Milton, get over here.
Oh.
Where the hell you been? Your woman is in there arguing, talking to
Why are we arguing with people we're not with? Like, I thought he was gonna talk about Aaliyah in that situation, but that's not where he was going with that, which is weird.
Milton, what's up, man?
Like,
What's up?
I was looking for you. Where were you?
I was taking a piss in the urinal.
Thank you for the clarification.
You mind if me and Lydia have like a quick chat, to ourselves, and then me and you?
You guys
have a chat?
can, but me and Lydia, I actually have plans in 10 minutes.
ooh,
Let me finish this talk with him.
Okay, I'll be outside.
boss up on him then, Milton. He said we got stuff to do. We don't have time for these games.
Essentially, let's skip forward a little bit because you have plans in 10 minutes or whatever the case may be. I started getting messages from girls that I follow. They're sending me screenshots of your profile and saying this girl has been watching my stories for weeks.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't be watching. I don't clock and like investigate who's watching my stories when I actually post any. Like,
Really? Screenshots? He knows what happened really between us.
Do you want me to share what happened? Do you want to tell me about the sexting?
He slept with a girl when he was dating with me, and then had the nerve to judge Aaliyah when she told her about her past.
I have
Let
nothing else to
me
say.
go. I have one last thing to say.
oh my gosh.
After this,
I have one last thing.
super
I have
disappointed
one
in
last
you,
thing.
Uche.
You're gonna walk off again.
Yes.
You
And
don't know
believe
how to have
me,
a
this is the
conversation.
last time you will see my face.
You don't know how to have a.
Done.
Wait, who's that man scurrying though? Wait a second. Oh yeah. This whole thing. Is this what you came here
Me and
for, bro?
Milton can get through this. We can get through anything.
I want to chat with you.
The thing is, like, you can believe somebody, one person or another. It's like, we don't really know what actually happened. Well, there was a lot of arguing. Yeah, like I was saying with the whole Uche and Lydia thing, it's like, we can't really say, unless there's proof, we can't really say for sure everything that went wrong. Like, we're hearing two sides of the story. You know what they say. 3 sides of the story. One side, the second side, and then the truth. So it's like, at this point, why are we communicating at this point? There's no real reason for us to be talking. And the fact that the conversation was not about Aaliyah at all was a little bit like weird to me. Like, I thought he wanted to be like, he was gonna be like, you sabotaged my relationship with Aaliyah or something like that. But it was not about her at all, which is weird to me. And the back and forth is just not helpful. There's no productive conversation happening there. So personally, I would have been like, nah, I'm good. It's kind of like, like I said, there's no reason for us to communicate. Same thing with Izzy and Johnny. Like, there's really no reason for us to talk. We're not together. You're with someone else. I'm with someone else. So For him to just, he said all that to her for what? Like, for what? It didn't change anything. Just so you can tell her you don't think that she deserves Chris? I mean, that's honestly for Chris to decide, which is kind of where it is. Like, if he's willing to give her a second chance, then that's just what it is. It's like, okay, but I'm sure it's not nice to hear somebody tell you that you're scum of the earth. So it's kind of like, okay, I didn't ask for this verbal assault, so thank you for that. Anyway, I'm gonna just need people to just worry about the relationships that they're in, worry about making those work, and forget about everything else, because like, who cares? So that's gonna be a wrap on this one. I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
Welcome to the party. It's your watch time friend. If you're seeing me, if you're listening,